Howdy, everybody. It is comic news. A week after the last one. A miracle. I'm Duke.
And I am the real Manos.
Manos, you're back.
Woohoo! I have returned.
You have returned, and someone personal messaged me. I want to bring this up, that I didn't do a goofy reason why you weren't gone, like what we used to do with Eric.
Yeah.
And because I know you, I think a good chunk of people knew the real reason, and, disrespectful. But I did, for like 5 minutes, consider it, and the only three I could come up with was you were trapped in a wormhole. You were, let's see, what was the other one? Oh, someone was trying to convince you to buy Earth 2.
That wouldn't take me very long.
And they wouldn't give up.
No and leave.
They kept chasing you and chasing you. You had to leave town for a week. That's why.
Quick, you must read Earth 2 and eat these green eggs and ham.
Yes. Yes, you happened upon that guy.
He won't leave you alone.
He won't. And then I said you were finally going to dismantle that vacuum cleaner that keeps sucking up Eric. We should do that someday.
Yeah, I know.
But we don't have the time, and
there was a time when I was co-hosting fairly regularly.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm co-hosting regularly now. And when I was guest hosting fairly regularly.
Yes.
And I was actually occasionally thinking up things I could say for Eric.
Oh, that was half the fun.
I don't know if you figured this out or if I even told you. Like, occasionally, I would, have a couple of random ideas that I would, use. Like, in case I co-host comic news this week, I, should come up with something crazy to happen to Eric.
To be fair, I'm glad you did that, because anytime I had a co-host, I was like, oh shit, now we got to figure out what happened to Eric. Because I was literally, the first one we did, which is still one of the more memorable ones, the bear fight one, and I'm like, okay, we're going to keep doing that.
Yeah.
And I remember there was one time Eric was like, he was having a pretty rough weekend,
mm-hmm.
And then he started seeing the messages people would leave. And then he'd be like, oh, son of a bitch, what'd he say now?
That would be unfortunate.
And the sad thing is he would sometimes never catch the show and not know, so he'd have to ask me.
Yeah, it's like, what are people talking about?
Why am I chasing Amy?
Yeah. I actually, if you don't mind, I did have one that I came up with, and then Eric said he was going to stop doing the show. So I really didn't get to do that.
Do it now.
Well, I was going to say, the next time I was going to guest host for Eric, I was going to say that he couldn't be with us this week because he was scuba diving and he got accidentally trapped in a whale's vagina.
That beats out. Yeah, that probably beats most of them out. Because I think one time King hosted, he said Eric cut his dick off, and then...
No. He said he burnt his dick off. Which...
Oh, yeah. No. He cut his dick off and then soldered the wound. Cauterized it.
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure he said burnt his dick off, which made me
I
laugh
don't know.
a lot.
Either way, it got removed, and there was a burnt patch there. I wonder if he'll ever come back now. Reminiscing.
I don't know. That was just so. I don't know. That was just so blatant. Oh, it just made me laugh.
To be fair, he the 2 times I was missing, he wasn't too kind. The first time I was eaten by a shark.
Yeah.
But I had a fancy iPhone, so I could beam him the news. And then technically this would be the last time he did it, when he was co-hosting with Cap. I married a transsexual stripper and eloped.
Well, yeah.
And I distinctly remember you were the first one to mention, good luck on your honeymoon. And I was like, here's the thing. I was obviously a good enough sport because he sent me the audio and I had to edit all that crap together. I had to be a good enough sport. I could have simply said, we lost this part of the recording. I'm sorry. But I'm like, you know what? I'm pretty sure I could just set him up worse.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And besides, if you had cut it out, it would have made you look really thin-skinned.
yeah, I know. Like, no, I don't want to look that way. And plus, to be fair, that's so not me in any direction that is hilarious. And besides, we gave him an epic send-off. He went off fighting ice giants with Bjork, remember?
That's right.
That was our last joke before he left.
By the way, yeah. Anytime you go fighting with anytime you go fighting ice giants with Bjork, the post-victory celebration is real intense sex at the top of a mountain. So just want to let you know in case you get the chance.
Note to self, ignore all emails from Bjork from now on. No. Secondary note.
That's an experience you should have, but, whatever.
I don't want to get frozen up there. I'm not saying the part would be bad. I'm just saying, no, the frostbite would suck.
No. There is nothing warmer than Icelandic pussy.
Okay, fine.
It's actually one of the hottest things on Earth.
By the way, I am closing up I'm closing up the internship on comic news. So if you were trying to apply, too late. Wow, we killed 6 minutes.
I hope you enjoyed that, folks. I'm back.
Yes, you were gone, and we needed to do that. So, Manos, you want to talk about stuff?
Yeah, I love stuff.
Well, we have filming-related stuff.
Oh, good.
Apparently, we're co-sponsored by Snapple Iced Tea now.
Oh, good. I love Snapple Iced Tea, especially their peach tea. That is the shit. I love it.
I don't drink tea that much. I do like their lemon tea. The few times I've had it.
That's good. I like that too.
Sorry, comic news. Anyway. Sponsorship check earned. Anyway, the sequel to X-Men First Class is to film in January.
Hooray!
I wonder if January Jones is going to be in this one. That way they can make bad puns when they start shooting.
Yeah. Well, I've already made 2 bad jokes in 6 minutes, so I'm just going to avoid this.
I know.
But, to avoid Jennifer Lawrence's Hunger Games sequel, Catching Fire, they decided to push the filming back off until January.
Which makes sense.
So, that's what you do.
I didn't know that was her until someone told me that was her. I don't know why.
Well, she's covered in makeup most of the
time.
Yeah,
but roughly half the movie, she's shapeshifted into a human face, so she doesn't look blue.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, until recently, every time I'd see Jennifer Lawrence, I'd go, "Oh, who is that? I know that person."
That's it. I had that thing with her when I saw The Hunger Games. It was probably the hair too.
Yeah, she was that kind of famous person where it's like, yeah, I know that's an actress I've seen before, but I don't know when. Oh, now that's not a problem.
Yeah, she's gonna be riding high for a few years at least.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, and also I've seen her in interviews, and she seems really cool, by the way. So, I'm all for it.
And with First Class, which was a giant hit because a lot of people already did disown it, everyone's probably going to hype the sequel up too much now.
We'll see how it happens. I mean, X-Men First Class came out from behind, really, when you think about it.
A lot of people had no faith in it. More and more we were hearing about it until trailers started hitting.
Yeah, actually, when I first saw that trailer, I was really excited. I was kind of indifferent and was like, well, let me wait and see. But, I mean, X-Men 3 was not great, and Wolverine Origins was worse. But you could actually get in arguments with people like which one was worse. But
yeah, I know. That's amazing.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I got to admit, even I was a little surprised. Like, wow, it got better. How did that happen? And, just says, so much about, the creators of that film. And the fact that Singer got back involved with it, too. And I gotta tell you, I don't know about you, but I think I like First Class more than the first two. And I love the first two. I love X-Men 2, and I love the original one. But I do think First Class is better.
I would agree with you. I own the movies. I haven't seen the first two in a while. I probably will now.
Yeah. Now that's the thing. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, those three are great films.
Totally.
And, yeah. So, hey, I guess maybe 3 and Origins were blips.
Mm-hmm.
Which is great, because when the sequels start getting bad, that's kind of it. That's the end.
And then a prequel shows up, and it's really good.
Yeah. Because, this prequel could have been bad, and that would have been it.
Yeah.
You know that? I mean, this franchise kind of, really needed that film to be good.
And it luckily happened, and we're here babbling like fanboys, as we always do.
Yeah. And,
it's justified.
I'm not even the biggest X-Men fan.
Neither am I.
And I love that film.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention, it has the greatest cameo of all time.
Oh, I know. Oh, man. Let's not even, in case...
No.
That one person out there hasn't seen it.
I felt kind of cheated that someone sent me the clip of it, when the movie came out.
Oh, and you saw it before you saw the film?
I didn't know what it was. I'm like, Wolverine cameo? What the... Oh, no!
Oh, shit, dude.
I still enjoy it, don't get me wrong. I sometimes just look it up on YouTube now to watch it, though I own the movie now. But it's easy just to find a clip.
Great cameo. Mm-hmm. And also, my second favorite, there's actually only 2 cameos, but I love the Rebecca Romijn cameo in that, too.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
That was so clever and so, it just suddenly appears right there. Where Jennifer Lawrence turns into Rebecca Romijn for a second. It's that's hilarious. That's great.
A movie's good when you praise its cameos. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's not like a lot of people look at, since we're on Marvel movies, that Stan Lee cameo was the cornerstone of everything. Usually they're treated for an away joke. And to be fair, every Stan Lee cameo is awesome, don't get me wrong. Even in some of the, not so good movies.
My 2 favorite Stan Lee cameos are the original Iron Man and the Captain America ones.
Honestly, I love those. I think the one from Thor ties for some reason. Because he's just did it work? He's just looking back. But...
Oh, wait. Was Iron Man... Wait. Was Stan Hugh Hefner in Iron Man 1 or 2?
1.
Okay, good. Then, yeah, one from the original.
He was Larry King in 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I got to rewatch all these damn movies now. Especially since in a few weeks some movie called The Avengers is coming.
What? What's that? Oh, you mean the Steve and Mrs. Peel characters?
Yes. They're re-releasing the movie that had Sean Connery in it. It's going to be...
Oh, no. That's going to be terrible. No one's going to see that.
Oh, I was not aware of that movie until the Nostalgia Critic did a review of it. All I have to say is teddy bear boardroom scene.
Oh, my God. I when I saw that, I was like, you know what? This is terrible.
I remember when he got to that scene, he's just talking, and when he gets to the clip, he just stops mid-sentence and goes, "The fuck?"
I know. It's also another, boardroom scene, which I don't know why the 90s became obsessed with comic book films and comic book-like films with boardroom scenes. I guess because Batman 89 did it, and so now every movie with superheroes has to have, a boardroom scene with one guy getting killed at it. Every time. You see a boardroom scene from a 90s movie, and the villain's talking about his plan, one guy is going to go, "Oh, I don't know," and then he kills him. Every time.
Yes.
It's do you watch each other's films?
Maybe it's some sort of rule they have to follow. Oh, we have to get it in there.
Yep. The Union states we have to have a boardroom scene where dude gets killed.
It's the law. So, since we were talking about Avengers, we should talk about Captain America 2.
Woohoo! Captain America 2. Reb Brown and Christopher Lee. Oh, wait.
Yes, they're re-releasing that as well. I've seen that. It's bad, but it's, awful bad.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
it's fun to watch. Now,
yeah.
not to mention, it's just funny to know that that's Christopher Lee there.
Yeah. Well, all you have to do is pay Christopher Lee money, especially if
Yeah.
show up.
I mean, besides, he did Howling 2, which he apologized to the original director for later.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he showed up. He showed up at my friend's bar mitzvah in '78.
Yeah, he'll do anything.
Yeah. Hello, you're now a man.
Stop crying. I'm not
Is that a good Christopher Lee impression? I don't know.
I think you did a good job. Yes, it'll. So back to, we're not going to get through this easily tonight. Back to the news. So April 4th, 2014 is when they're planning for the sequel to come out.
Yeah.
Clear your calendars on that day, I guess. Hopefully you don't get in any, dangerous April Fool's pranks a few days before. Oh, someone's going to now just to screw. Oh, you're in the hospital. You can see Captain America. You're choking me. Good thing I'm in a hospital.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That is very hilarious. But
so I guess well, it doesn't look like Red Skull's going to be in the Avengers movie, so I guess we'll see him maybe show up again.
You never know. I mean, who knows what the end credit scene's going to be for that Avengers.
Oh, yeah. Hey, now that the Avengers film has come out, what are they going to do about the closing credit scene now? Like, are we still going to have Nick Fury show up and say something?
Iron Man 3's planned up. They're probably going to have something with, like, Tony and mention some villain like the Mandarin or something.
I wonder if after the credits in Avengers, Joss Whedon is just going to show up on set.
Hi, I'm Joss Whedon.
Hi, we're not really going to do anything, so you can just go home.
Do you guys remember Firefly? It's just going to be 5 minutes of him just sitting there awkwardly while you're watching him. So you're not going to leave.
I would like to take this opportunity to explain what was eventually going to happen on Dollhouse.
Oh, I don't even know if I'd be interested. I never watched that show.
Neither did I. Let's move on.
Yes, once we talk about Dollhouse, it's another rabbit hole.
Yeah, we have a release date. We have release dates. Woohoo!
Yeah, to be fair, this week is a little skimpy on news, but I managed to find stuff. Hey, Manos.
Yeah.
You like that Brian Michael Bendis fella, don't ya?
I do. I enjoy his work.
You specifically enjoy a lot of his comic books. Well, what if he did something insane like write a regular book?
What do you mean?
Crap,
Oh, you mean like a book without pictures?
That's exactly right. Okay, we're gonna end.
Do they make those anymore?
I don't know. I think they make Nooks now.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Oh wait, Hunger Games was one of those.
What? Anyway. So is Jennifer Lawrence gonna somehow be in this book? That'd be weird.
Let's hope so.
There's just a random picture of her as a bookmark. That's awkward. So after that hilarity, Bendis is gonna write a book called Words for Pictures, The Art and Business of Graphic Novels. Hooray!
Hooray! Oh, so it's basically kind of a how-to manual.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I might get that. I really do. Seriously, I really do enjoy his work. So I've occasionally read the kind of writer manuals by occasional writers. Like the Stephen King one is really good.
There's one in my library that they have in the graphic novel section by Denny O'Neil.
Oh, I've never read that, but I like that writer a lot.
I've never read it either. I might look. I've skimmed through it because it's one of the only few things in the graphic novel section that doesn't have Batman or Hulk on it. I have mentioned that many times before, but they still do that.
Endlessly.
I know. Really? No one demanded more? I demand more all the damn time. Anyway.
You bitch about that on first dates.
It's great to see you, Cindy. I hate the library.
God, it just says the Hulk.
Just as the Hulk and Batman.
You want to go to this movie now? No, I mean, God, just the Hulk all the time?
Here, you sit here. I'm going to go and bitch outside.
Well, I was hoping you'd fuck me, but okay, fine. Have
Trash
fun.
can! I'm not, she's talking. I'm too busy throwing shit around the room. Yes. I'll get over it. No, I won't. I'm a bitter man. But yeah, book by Bendis.
Enjoy. When is this coming out?
It's sometime next year.
No, actually, 2013. It's called Words for Pictures, The Art and Business of Graphic Novels. And, yeah, actually, this might be interesting. It's just going to talk about not just how-tos, but the whole kind of deal with the business of comic book writing and shit like that. That might be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I may check that out, Mr. Bendis.
I still need to get off my ass and read that Ultimate Spider-Man hardcover I got from a garage sale a few weeks back.
Yeah, a few weeks back, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I've mentioned that I'm not really big on him. I just haven't read a lot of stuff that's wowed me by him.
Hey, I as a Bendis fan, I'm well familiar with the fact that some people don't like him. The end.
It's kind of the same effect Geoff Johns has on you, like vice versa.
Yeah, although sometimes I feel like I haven't read enough Johns to really appreciate him.
And that's the same thing with Ben. I tried reading Avengers after Secret Invasion happened.
Yeah.
And and as soon as I got to the issue where all it is them eating Chinese food and talking for an issue, I realized I just am not feeling this.
You just got to be into the mood, man.
I know.
His conversation is what really kind of sells me on a lot of those issues.
Sometimes that part was bad. I'm just saying I need more from a team book than ordering chow mein.
I sometimes, it's weird. He's been such a huge success with the Avengers, but I've never really considered him a good fit for the Avengers, which is weird. But I don't know. But there are issues where he does like that. Like I've heard people really hate the issue of New Avengers where it's Luke Cage and Jessica Jones on a date, but I really like that issue a lot, actually. And I've even considered writing comics about a date. So it's like, oh crap, he kind of just did that. So I'll have to do my date differently.
I gotta have explosions in my date now.
Well, I normally write explosions, so. But
I'm off to the supermarket. Boom.
Oh no. Hey, you want to talk more, Brian Michael Bendis?
I'll let you take this.
Carrie Payton is his name, I guess, reveals that he and the rest of cast have been released from powers. Let's see. Reveals that the cast has been released from their contracts? What's going on here?
Well, you know that pilot, that Power show you were excited to see come out by FX?
Oh no, they're not doing it?
They're not, it's not flat out saying they're not doing it. They just released the entire cast.
And, well, that's not a good sign.
No. And during that month we were kind of gone.
Yeah.
When we announced because who's going to be Lucy Punch, the actress? She was. I'm sorry, you know this book, the series better than I don't know the characters. Who's the female lead character from Powers?
Dean Pilgrim.
Dean
Pilgrim.
Yeah, she was the actress who played who was going to play Dina Pilgrim in that. She dropped out.
Oh.
And they were they.
Cool. Maybe they can still cast Katie Sackhoff.
It seems like they have, I don't know, because this is a really grim sign about the show.
Yeah, I know.
They released everybody.
Yeah, I guess they're going to not do it. I don't know. It just seems so... It's like, it's just such a great comic for a show.
I know, you sell it great, too. And
I would love to see this as a TV show.
And it's just apparently not gelling, which is a shame. I wanted to see a show like this. I would have Well, to be fair, I'm still a little angry that FX canceled Terriers, but that's, again, another personal problem.
Yeah.
I really love that show, but they still got Sons of Anarchy.
I want to see that scene where Dina Pilgrim walks into a crime scene and slips on someone's brain.
We're never going to get that now, damn.
I want to see that scene. That is a hilarious scene.
Yeah. Also, I find it a little funny that who the hell is Kari Payton going to play? Because he's Aqualad on Young Justice right now, and he was Cyborg in Teen Titans.
I don't know who played Cutter in the pilot. Cutter. I have to remember. Oh, that might be the forensics scientist. I may have to go back and check.
It didn't does it say who he played in here? Like I read this
Cutter.
like it says Cutter. Okay.
Yeah. Peyton, who played Cutter in the pilot.
Oh.
I think, if memory serves me right, I think Cutter is the forensics doctor, but I'm not sure. Like the one who did the autopsy on Retro Girl.
And it says here that the actor is a big fan of the series, and Bendis and Michael Oeming all together, which is a good sign. They got a guy who would be excited to be on the show. That probably won't happen now. This is a bit of depressing, isn't it?
It is, because you know what? There's kind of a TV precedent for a show like this.
Mm-hmm.
And this would kind of be... I could see people getting into the show if they could do it.
Plus, it doesn't seem like just shows with superpowers are holding on right now.
Well, that's because a lot of them suck.
Yeah, Smallville ended...
After 10 years.
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing that had any real, like, after Heroes ended and people were just waiting for Smallville to go out, they tried doing No Ordinary Family and The Cape, and
nobody's heard of those characters. Those were made up.
I know, but just like a superpower related show in general hasn't been able to stick though.
Yeah. Well,
remember when Heroes came out? Everyone was talking about it, and then it just went to shit.
Yeah, well, I've never seen Heroes, but the argument I hear constantly is that the idea was to change it to a new cast in the second season, and they decided, no, we're going to keep these characters, and
that was
they had a planned story idea for all that stuff, so that kind of like really damaged what they wanted to do, and I guess maybe it just seemed why everything was so messed up after a while, and they just didn't know what to do.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that there's something, because Bendis has been trying to get this show off the ground for a few years now, and he's obviously more dedicated, and he's putting more hope in it than anyone else combined, and just didn't work out. It's upsetting.
Oh man, I never got to see Lucy Punch. I love that name.
I know, right?
I'm going to see Lucy Punch in something.
She was in Dinner for Schmucks.
Yeah, that sounds like a Derby Girl name.
It does.
Yeah. Joining the Dominion Derby Girls is Lucy Punch.
Oh, look, she just needed Rebecca. No, I'm not going to even make a name up. Sorry.
Oh.
My friend who was considering being a derby girl for a while came up with a couple names.
Yeah.
Some of them were, I think one was Vanessa Bludgeons.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that.
Aaron Sockabitch.
That is awesome.
That was awesome. What was the third one? I can't remember the third one. Damn it.
Yeah.
I probably can't remember that one because the second one was that one, and you played your trump card.
I was always thinking a good Derby Girl name would be Mamie Van Doom.
That would be good.
Like putting together Mamie Van Doren and Dr. Doomsday. That would be great.
It would be great. Then again, if you had Doom to anything, that might make it kind of threatening.
Yeah. Hey, if you're a female fan thinking about joining a derby, you can use these names. It's okay with us.
Because if we say no, you'll come to our houses and beat us up. let's continue with Drusilla. Hey,
All right.
people
Hey,
might
yes, I'm sorry.
you people might remember that we mentioned that they're doing a Drusilla spinoff from Buffy, and Manos was so interested in it that he was willing to actually go back and pick up Angel and Faith after dropping it.
Yeah. Well, I only dropped Angel and Faith because of just money.
Yeah, that too. I'm considering getting the trade, even though I have not read any Buffy comics really. Like I tried reading season 9 and Angel and Faith, and because my only friend who was buying it could had to put her money elsewhere as well, and cut off my well for a while. So I'm at least gonna try and get the trade of Buffy, Angel and Faith. But anyway, so it's safe to say that you and me were both interested in checking it out, right?
Yeah, I can't wait to read it.
Ooh, I got some bad news.
Oh, it's going to be a while till it comes out? They
Mm,
changed the artist?
a little
They
of the first one.
What?
A little of the first one. It's been canceled for now.
Ah. Ooh.
Well, the thing is, and I don't know what actually happened. Let's see. When I read it, it was blamed on unavoidable scheduling issues, and it may have to do with the fact that the writer is an actress who probably has actor-related work to deal with.
Oh.
In what I have no idea, and I don't know what she's doing. I'm sure she finds something to do.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I do know she's doing something. She's going to be in like a web series with Ben Browder from Farscape.
Yeah.
I know I don't know when that's going to happen. They talked about it like a year ago, and it hasn't gotten off the ground yet. But yeah, I know she's on that. I'm guessing it's probably more of a scheduling conflict with her because actress probably busy.
Yeah. She's busy filming Theodore Rex 2.
Oh fuck, she was in that, wasn't she? Oh shit. Here's the thing. Since obviously you people love it when I babble, I remember watching Theodore Rex like on my local WB station after cartoons was over, and even thinking, wow, this is awful. And then when I finally started watching Buffy frequently, and then I saw Drusilla, I said, oh dear God, no. Please tell me she actually, isn't stupid like she is at Theodore Rex, please.
Oh, no. You saw Theodore Rex first before Buffy?
I know. Isn't that awful?
Oh, that's terrible.
And then I eventually realized, oh, she was just wasting her potential in that movie. She's awesome in the Buffy and Angel, obviously. But yeah,
That's like watching De Niro in the Bullwinkle movie first and then watching Taxi Driver for the first time.
I did that, but I was a kid. That was an excuse.
Hey, Taxi Driver, this is the guy from Bullwinkle movie. Awesome.
And I at least knew who Robert De Niro was long before I saw Taxi Driver. So I at least knew that, okay, that was just a fluke. Bullwinkle was just a fluke for money. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
Have you ever seen the Tim Burton Ed Wood movie?
I have not yet. I need to.
She is in that movie.
Oh, she is?
Yes, she is. She has a small part as an actress, Loretta King, who was in Bride of the Monster.
This may sound stupid, but because I've heard of stuff from that movie. Is she supposed to be the woman allergic to water?
Something like that. I won't say too much about it.
Yeah, don't say too much, but I've heard that.
It's only an odd throwaway, but it just makes her seem crazy, which is very funny.
I have heard of weird stories about allergies to water, but it's more of a skin thing than actually drinking it, because I think if water getting into your system internally would kill you, she'd be dead by birth because we're mostly water.
That's what's so hilarious.
I know. I can buy if it's a weird allergy to the skin. It's still weird, but I
Yeah.
can buy that. Whatever.
Yeah, but she's in that. She only has a small part. She's in a little bit of the middle of the movie, but boy, she's pretty good in it.
I will. All these movies I have to watch. You're giving me
Yeah, sorry.
homework.
That's part of your homework to watch Ed Wood.
I have to do work for this show now. This sucks.
I think you'd like Ed Wood, actually.
I'm pretty sure I would. Because I don't know why, but I'm slowly just getting into bad movies to laugh at them.
Oh yeah, and this is a great celebration of what it takes to make these bad movies. And I actually, ironically, think it's Tim Burton's best movie.
I hear a lot of people think it's that.
Yeah, even though as a guy who is kind of a fan of the Ed Wood thing, and Lugosi, there's a lot of inaccuracies in the story versus real life, but it really doesn't matter because the film is really well made.
That's good enough. I think if the movie's good.
Yeah, well, specifically, actually, when I first saw the film, I knew that there was some things wrong with the way Lugosi's like portrayed. Like his wife was supposed to have left him, and that didn't happen. His wife and family were still with him all the way until the end, and a few other things. But outside of that film is just amazing.
Do you think that it'll be amazing after Dark Shadows comes out?
Dark Shadows will not besmirch Ed Wood.
I've been meaning to ask you about that movie.
I don't care what happens in Dark Shadows. Ed Wood is an awesome film.
I'm joking. I haven't heard too many good opinions on that trailer. It's like if they did Blackula with a white guy. Or they made Austin Powers but made him a vampire.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Tim Burton has a hard time taking things seriously. He really does. He has this general reputation as being the dark guy or the dark gothic guy who makes these films. But you know what? If you really look at his films, he can't tell these stories with a straight face. He just can't do it. There's too much of a smartass in him.
You're telling me that he did not think of the breakdancing Mad Hatter scene.
Oh, that was really bad. That was the worst scene in the movie.
That is. I don't. I'm like a lot of people. I can stomach that movie. I'll bitch and moan while watching it, of course. Riff it. Which doesn't help when you know about a dozen girls who love that movie. I
actually like his Wonderland movie for the most part.
Yeah.
But that was the worst moment in the movie.
That moment just like, here's the thing. It's a passable movie to go through.
I thought the film was fine. I enjoyed it when I saw it.
I thought the breakdancing thing just ruined it.
That was really bad. I thought, am I watching Epic Movie all of a sudden?
It is. It's exactly like that.
Yeah, it's exactly. I mean, isn't there like scenes in Epic Movie and whatever movie where there's Johnny Depp guys breakdancing?
Or like, rapping. There's at least one
rapping or something like that.
Rapping, yeah.
It's like, oh my God, this is the real Johnny Depp doing something this bad.
Maybe he thought of that to get back at those guys.
Maybe that's it.
The thing with it though is they like build it up like, oh yeah, throughout the movie.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's the thing. That's the thing. This was plot relevant too.
Man, like the Ewok celebration in Jedi was better than this.
I have fun doing this.
But seriously, Ed Wood's really good.
Okay, I will watch it. You all watch it with me.
And I don't know. It's like Tim Burton is like a cinematic Charles Addams. Like he loves gothy things, but he's got to be a jokey guy.
I know. To be fair, like a few of my friends who are considered goth, you summed them up with that sentence.
Mm-hmm.
They like the gothy stuff, but they're kind of, they could host this show the same way we do it. Basically, they just, go on odd tangents and just generally act like goofballs.
Yeah. Hey, you want to talk about James Robinson writing He-Man comic for DC?
Yes, because as always, I have an interesting story a part of this, but let's talk about the thing first.
Oh, good. I want to hear the story.
Well, as you just alluded to, James Robinson is doing a He-Man comic. Weirdly enough, for DC, I figured, IDW would just snatch that up, or maybe even Dynamite. But no, DC got it first, and now I need to bring up a long-standing kind of thing that I was doing. Now, there's one of the few things we don't cover on this show, toy news.
Yes.
Here's why. The few times I attempted it, I got nothing but people bitching at me that I obviously had no idea what I was talking about. And they were right. I'm like, it's obvious I didn't want to talk about it. So I said, you know what? The big toy people get angry when I do it. I don't even like doing it. So no. No, I think like sometime last year, Mattel announced that they were putting comics into He-Man toys like what they used to do back in the day. And a guy on Twitter who goes by Super Very Man brought this up to me, and then like every once in a while after because sometimes on Twitter I ask, hey, is there anything I'm missing from comic news? Once in a while he'd pop up and say, can you talk about this, please? It's toy news. No. And then this got announced. And then he sent me a Twitter message going, it's not toy news. And then I replied with, touche, you win. You bested me, sir. But then again, to the guy, I know he watches the show. I'm not angry or anything. It's just that I stay away from toy news. I didn't want to cover it. Now DC has allowed you to win the battle for Castle Grayskull, I suppose. So good job.
Yeah, it's Grayskull, yes.
Yes. Do we have any Dolph Lundgren references to bring up before we continue this story?
No.
Okay, I figured. Anyway.
I will say, James Robinson seems like an odd fit, but okay. When's this supposed to come out? Any particular date yet for it?
I'm looking...
Oh, I see. July.
July, yes.
July.
Though I will say this, the cover looks good. I can't stand the artist regularly, Philip Tan. I think he's sometimes he's a tolerable artist, and other times it's god awful to look at.
Yeah.
However, this cover looks pretty good in all honesty. So
I don't think I've had any problem with Philip Tan. And
I just hate the fact that when he draws characters out of costume, they all look the same.
Oh, well, a lot of artists have that problem.
I don't know. And plus, it's really murky in general, and it just isn't pleasing to me. That's the thing.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Hey, I'm going to take this opportunity to bitch about this. Why isn't DC Comics doing Adventure Time as a comic book?
I think you're not the only one who brought that up. The thing is, the creator of it, of the show, he's kind of has a relationship with Boom Studios.
Yeah, but
and he had Cartoon Network and Warner Brothers don't have exactly the full-on rights, comic rights. They just have,
really, they don't,
or something. It's something like that where he retains the comic rights.
Well, okay. Oh, so he got the juice.
He got the juice
where it went.
And since he's a big part of all that, he has some of a relationship with Boom. That's what happened.
Okay, well that makes sense. Because I've been wondering, it's like, how could they drop the ball like
that? And to be fair, though, most of their stuff, do they even publish like comics for Ben 10 and those anymore? I know.
I don't think so. I don't know.
I know
they barely make kids comics, and they barely publicize them. So I don't know.
Tiny Titans just ended.
Yeah, I know they're doing. I don't know what they're doing.
They're doing Looney Tunes, Scooby-Doo, of course. They have Green Lantern and Young Justice going.
Yeah,
because
whatever superhero cartoon show they're doing, they have the comic connected to it.
And Greg Weisman's even doing work for Young Justice, which is cool. I just want to bring that up.
Yeah. Well, the Batman Brave and the Bold one should probably be canceled soon.
If not already.
Yeah, if not already. And then Beware the Batman will be, picked up soon.
And though I'm not hating on the CGI of it, it'll probably look better in print because I looked at some of the covers for. I like the CGI Green Lantern animated series, which I will do a video about as soon as I catch up with with the episodes I have my DVR. I think it looks good. Then I look at like covers for the comic series. I'm like, this would have looked better if it was like traditional hand drawn animation. I'm not saying like I don't hate the CGI, but I do prefer regular hand-drawn animation.
I don't know. I do too. I mean, and I just like it.
Yeah. I grew up with it. Like, it looks fine. It looks great with Green. It fits in better with Green Lantern than Batman, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Speaking of Batman,
what about Batman?
Well, original Batman Adam West receives star on Walk of Fame.
This news has just been reported by a reporter from the 50s, apparently. Celebrating an actor from the 60s.
Yes. Holy, long time coming Batman. The actor best known for his role in the film Zombie Nightmare. Oh, and Batman.
I don't know how, but I knew he was in Zombie Nightmare beforehand.
He's actually really good in Zombie Nightmare.
I haven't seen it. I probably should.
And let's see. He got his he's the 2,468th star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Actually, I think the Go-Go's was like the one before him.
Oh.
It's like, yeah. Do you get to be next to them, or like, I don't know, or is it just wherever they can put? Oh, let's see. Seth MacFarlane was on hand. The original Batmobile was there, and let's see.
That's about it.
Yeah, is Burt Ward there?
No, it doesn't say he was.
That's terrible.
I mean, he was probably busy doing something. I don't know what.
Breaking his lawn.
Oh, Adam, I'm so happy for you, but there's just crabgrass everywhere. He deserves it.
Of course he does. He's great.
Because, a lot of people make fun of the 60s show now, but that's still a part of history, both comic book and TV history. You can't disrespect that.
You can't, let's see. I mean, I grew up on that show. As a kid, I used to love it. And, when I was like 5, I didn't know it was stupid.
Oh.
And it was actually cleverly stupid. So, when you go back and watch the episodes, you really do appreciate how well done it was.
Plus, it's just a charm kind of built into it now.
It is. Like, now that Batman has kind of recaptured the dark quality in media, it's okay to look back in this and have fun with it.
Totally.
And, man, he is awesome. And, hey, he played the mayor not only on Family Guy, but also on The Batman.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome.
I wonder if he would get mixed up, like on which show he was on.
Oh, my God, Batman, I'm a tomato. Batman, help me. I can't find the rest of my light bright pieces. That'd be great. And explains why Seth MacFarlane's there. Again, is this entirely something you need to know? Probably not, but come on. He deserves that recognition.
He's awesome.
Plus, in the background, I think I see the guy who owns the Batmobile. Like, one of the pictures, he's kind of like near the left corner. You can see him with like a jacket and sunglasses on. I just recognize him because my dad's a big car guy, and we watched like a TV special about the Batmobile, and they interviewed that guy who owns it now. It makes it. He has to be there. He has to drive it home.
God, that is still the coolest car.
That is.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care if the fact that there's no roof makes no sense. It's still an awesome car.
Yeah, right. Oh, and because this website is product placement horse, they have the Blu-ray for the Batman movie. in one of the pictures, but whatever. Money needs to be made.
Hey, whatever.
Exactly. So that's about. No, wait. We got one more. You wanted to bring this up, so I'll let you
Yeah,
take it.
I just learned about this. Actually, like maybe a few minutes before you called me up. Oh, let's see. There was a character introduced in Aquaman 7. And let's see. Her name is Kahina the Seer, a native of Tehran. So it's like, wow, cool. This is a new character, and she's from Iran, and that's really progressive, and that's really cool. And then, oh, she's dead. Dead in 8 pages, actually. Why bother even make up a costume?
Note to self: put in a spoiler warning.
Oh, yeah, spoiler. But
I'll do it later. Don't worry.
All right. But anyway, let's see. I was reading this, and it's a turn of events that didn't turn out too well. Didn't sit too well with comics writer and fan Dara Naganin. Forgive me if I mispronounced that.
Yeah.
He's the writer of Witch and Wizard, Battle for Shadowland, Ghostbusters, Tainted Love. And he wrote an open letter to Aquaman writer Geoff Johns. Reworked from a similar one he sent the editor, derailing his extreme disappointment with being an Iranian-American reader and seeing an Iranian character killed off in like 8 pages of her introduction. Let's see. We actually have a piece right here that we've gotten from our staff. We have a staff.
They don't talk much. Get away from the computer.
Yeah. Their office is in Brazil. Why do we have the office in Brazil?
It's cheaper.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. We just got this, and here's a portion of it. Please understand this is not one of those DC Comics is racist, xenophobic essays that you've undoubtedly encountered countless times in the recent past. He writes, I've been happy and supportive of DC's attempt at diversifying their universe with a sizable number of comics starring minority and female characters in the new DC 52 relaunch. But I just don't understand the logic of creating a new minority hero, one from a country and a culture that's often misrepresented in today's media as evil, only to have her killed upon her first appearance. What purpose did her death serve other than being a mere plot point? So we'll see if there's any reaction. You said you haven't read this issue yet, have you?
I have, probably because it came out today.
Oh, sorry, dude.
Don't worry, I don't care about spoilers.
I wanted to get the new news.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like, you sent it to me, like, what? I don't know what happened in Aquaman. Did he lose his hand again?
Oh no! This time his other hand.
What do you mean he lost a third hand? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, it's one he keeps in, like, it's a wax hand. Anyway, yeah. I understand it. This just happened today with the issue that came up today. What a fast response. I remember that guy who, when Action Comics came out, and he was yelling at Grant Morrison. He was, I think he was Catholic or Christian. He was yelling at Grant Morrison about how he was, how it offended his religion somehow. I can't.
Oh, where he thought he said "God damn" or something like that.
Oh yeah, that. Using his name in vain, yeah.
I do see the point. It's like, how many Iranian superheroes have you seen?
There's a point. Here's the thing. I don't think this was intentional by Johns, obviously.
Oh, I don't think so. No, I don't think so either.
I understand the outrage from this. I totally get it. I'm not going to lie that it's... I don't know if... There's passion there. I don't want to destroy that. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to talk down. I don't want to say something that might be interpreted. I can't talk, damn it. I can't talk. And I don't know. I see it. I'm not totally... I wouldn't have seen this if I didn't know about this story and I read the issue. I wouldn't have made a big deal about it. Honestly. Because I just wouldn't have seen it. I was just like, oh well, I would have been more upset that this character got introduced at all and then killed. That's just something that's a little weird. It might play off. Geoff Johns that's one thing he loves to do. Do something and then it'll pay off for about 12 issues.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I could definitely see his frustration. Actually, he at least was polite in the letter, like he did.
That's also why I didn't want to say anything. Like he's taking this really politely too. That's the thing.
He is. He's just like, hey, I just want you to know I'm Iranian and I got really excited to see a hero and then you killed her. So just wanted to let you know that's how it felt.
I want to wait for Johns' reaction because again,
because he wrote the letter to Geoff Johns as well.
Yeah, and he not only is he one of the most entertaining people on Twitter when he just decides to tweet about his home life, he's a really nice guy, and he will, when he has the opportunity, talk. If someone has a problem, he'll try and he's really cordial and sincere, and will take things as kind as he can, criticism and all that. I want to hear his reaction because hopefully he'll see this.
I am curious that if this is going to lead to either the character being resurrected,
or maybe it's going to be somehow going to be like that wasn't her, or you didn't see the I don't even read it yet, so I don't know.
Or maybe, from the pictures shown on the on the comic resources,
mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if it's a definite death. Maybe it's just like it looks bad, or maybe she's
just a flesh wound.
Yes. Oh, or it's, this is DC. They love legacy characters.
I'm the new whatever that person was.
Yeah, we met 3 seconds ago for a new generation.
Okay, that's a little disrespectful, but still, that's funny.
Man, people who are comics fans 8 pages ago don't know anything about what's going on now.
No. I
went to rollerblade or whatever the fuck.
Whatever kids do now these days.
Yeah, I drink from juice boxes.
Man, tubular.
I like dubstep.
Now I've lost all respect for that character.
Yeah, I'm nothing like the original Kahina from last month.
I can break dance. Oh, God. I think we might go to hell for that, but I don't care.
What, making fun of breakdancing?
I don't know, just because we're like, we don't want to disrespect it, and then we're making jokes about the new character. That's a little weird, don't you? Whatever.
I'm making fun of comic book bullshit. That's what I'm making fun of.
Good point. To be fair, again, we got out of the abortion jokes unscathed, so why bother yelling at us now? Hell, we even made out of Walking Dead Gate, or whatever the hell we're calling it, when you said you weren't a big fan of it. No one got angry at us.
Yeah. Well, thanks for bringing it up again, so maybe they will get upset this time.
I'm the one who's going to get the email, like you care.
Well, that about does it. Is there anything super cool that we didn't talk about?
Not for this week. We are recording this on Wednesday, and some major news got reported, but I like to keep the stuff separated week by week if I can, so you'll hear about it the next time we do it, definitely.
Okay.
But, the week we're covering, this story came in, but I figured since it's breaking, we might as well have mentioned it. The last story we covered, but yeah, the news was okay this week.
Yeah, not bad this week, news.
Good job. You'll have to do better next time.
Yeah.
And then San Diego will come up, and I will have to cry myself to sleep. Because that's what San Diego does to me every year. So, let's get our usual stuff out of the way. You can download this show as a podcast. Either following the link to Podomatic.com or searching iTunes for either Comic News with Duke and Manos, or try searching JMC Chat, since we're a part of the JMC network and that gang of hooligans. It's fun to say that word. And you can follow us both on Twitter and Tumblr. Links in the info, where we, I guess, do stuff. More stuff. Staple iced tea. And One moment here. Manos Red Knight. Go.
Yes, Red Knight is a comic book that I created and I write with artist J.C. Grande, who is fantastic. And
Fantastic.
yes, he is. I like to, I can never say the word fantastic like just normal. I have to like fuck with it. Anyway, he's fantastic. And it is about a young superhero doing his best to get into a world that really doesn't want him. And issue 3 came out last month. The first 3-arc story is finished, and it's available at the links below. And also, hey, I want to take a second here. I've been trying to decide. People have been asking me to do a trade paperback of it.
Yes.
And I haven't fully decided yet if I can do it.
That's my question of can you do it, not if you want to. Can you?
Yeah, I think I can. But I don't know if anybody really wants to see me do it. So I guess I thought I'd ask you, the viewers at home, would you like to see a Red Knight trade paperback of the first story arc? And if so, would you like any kind of special features in the back, which sometimes people do with trades?
Like sketches, notes, a random forward from a guy you barely know.
Yeah, that guy.
It's going to be by me, and it's going to make no sense. I remember one day fighting in Vietnam with my carrot gun.
Yep.
When I read Red Knight.
I was shooting penguins at children.
It was a great day in old Kentucky when I was drinking my Bud at night, and I should do that.
And that's when I started to read this Red Knight comic.
It brought me back to some form of sanity, and then the penguins told me that the children aren't screaming enough.
That's when I decided to juggle midgets until the Depression started.
Now everyone's going to demand that's there. You know that. I would have fun writing it, don't get me wrong. But, yeah, I would probably pay for a trade paperback. I mean, yeah, I own the issues, but I want to support my good friend any way I can, and I need to reread them. I did read all of them, but I was also busy trying to set up for school again, so it's kind of all a giant blur. I believe there was a character called Red Knight in it.
Yes, that's true. He exists.
Okay, good. I'm on some sort of track then. So I need to reread it. Especially since I saw the review Cap and Dan did, which was...
Oh, that was great.
That was really good.
I really want to thank them out loud in audio form. Thanks for the really good review. Actually, a few other people have reviewed it on mine. Sexy Blues and Senior Nerd and PM Knight have also done wonderful reviews. And just want to thank all of you.
Yes. I think... Did I review the first issue?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, I see, that's how bad my memory is. I can't know. I don't know what I do anymore. But, yeah, I'd definitely do it. I've seen people ask a lot, like, frequently. Usually the same people, of course, but, they're curious. And, again, please, answer. I want to know. Because sometimes Manos doesn't know all these, so I need to keep him updated. There's 8 comments! It's great. We
talked about our Tumblrs and Twitters, right?
And podcast,
blah, blah, blah.
And your books on Lulu.com.
That's right. My book is on Lulu.com.
It's there. Read it and stuff.
Yeah. There's Caprice. It's a horror book. And the Red Knight novel is on Lulu. It's not a comic, so don't think it's a comic.
Crap. I just ordered it 5 seconds ago.
Oops.
Big oops. Yes, and let's see. So, until next time, I guess, I'm Duke.
And I'm the real Manos.
Okay, where are those midgets? I need to go juggle.